Alright everybody, welcome to Daytona and welcome to the Inspire 250. Garrett Jings up here in the booth bringing you the action for tonight. And right now, 33 drivers set to go. Right now, at the moment at least, 33 drivers set to go racing tonight. That being said, we're going to pray that the computer can hold out long enough to do it. Should be able to, but keep an eye on it as the run goes on, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Right now, let's meet the field for tonight's running of the Inspire 250. Alright, sorry, hit the wrong button. And that is your start tonight for the Inspire 250. Right now, the reigning Cup champion, Mike Hauser, top of the board with a 46.183. Henderson, Lehman, Peppers, Levi, Ramsey, the top five. Well, we got 11 minutes to do a bunch of interviews. Let's start first with the reigning champion of this race, and right now the man second on the board behind his teammate and the Cup champion. Hot shot. What's wrong one? Sorry, Pacey. Oh wait, hold up. I dropped into the wrong one. Alright, try this again. Hot shot Henderson, Garrett Jings up here in the broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
I got you. You got me?
I got you now. Well, the last time we were in Daytona for the 250, you led only one lap, but it was the most important one. You enter tonight the defending champion of this race. Is there a sense of urgency or a sense of pressure coming into tonight to try to go back-to-back?
No, it's a new season, man. New season, new race. I mean, you got a point there, though. You got the defending race winner, and I've got the defending champion right now with me, and we put up a pretty good lap a little bit ago. We're working on some stuff here, so excited to start the season with Mike. Pacey's in here tonight, too. Y'all know Pacey's fast. The guy's got so many wins and a very few limited amount of races, so we got a good group here. I think we got plan A, B, and C. For me personally, though, man, I want to come out here with a top 10. I want to have a good run. This is a lot of cars, so got to take care of it. If you want to finish first, you first must finish. So Mike says I said that last year in the broadcast, and it worked out pretty good. So we'll run it back.
Well, buddy, best of luck tonight. Hopefully when we talk to you again, you'll be a two-time Inspire Cup Series, Inspire 250 champion. And you will be the first driver to do that.
Well, it's only season 3, so we're going to set that record. Better set it early. I appreciate you, Garrett.
Yes,
have fun, man. It's going to be a wild one. I already know it. I can see it, so
yes,
should be
sir.
fun.
Tell Mike he's on deck.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. And he is on deck because right now, he ain't going to know what to do with himself whenever I say this. But, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning and defending Cup Series champion, Mike Hauser, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy.
What's up, Garrett?
Well, 8th quickest, new season. A little bit of a pit party going on there at the pits.
Oh, yeah.
Almost went to the back up there. But, all right. Last time we were in this race, only 8 laps before your night was done. I know that ain't how you pictured it. I'm going to ask you the same question I asked you the last time we came to Daytona. What is one takeaway from the last 250 that you can take into tonight and try to become the first driver to win the Cup Series Championship and the Inspired 250?
Yeah, don't do what I did last year. That's a big takeaway. Ow, just got hit. Don't do that, and just understand how big those runs are, knowing where you are. That's what's going to win the race, and I don't really know exactly what our plan is yet for the 250. I think it's kind of depends on who's around us for where we qualify and on where we're going to run and how we're going to run the race, but I'm feeling very confident in our car tonight. Unfortunately, Justin can't make it, but we got 3 great guys here, Pacey, Josh, and I think we're ready to go tackle this thing and hopefully get a pristine performance car to victory lane tonight.
Well, buddy, best of luck tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Thank you, Garrett. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. So you can talk to a couple new faces in new places and new faces in total for tonight. Get Lou Descartes up in here. Lou Descartes, Garrett James up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Hello.
Well, just mentioned one of the new faces in new places, one of the new faces in total tonight. Making your first Inspire 250 debut tonight, 16th quickest on the board. What will be the thing that we can see a rookie win the Inspire 250 for the first time?
I imagine us, myself and the bump and run fellas are going to work together as much as we can to keep track position, stay out of the big one, and make an impression on the league. I think last week was a good intro, but I'm ready to make it count this week.
Well, buddy, I'll ask you this last question before I let you get ready for qualifying in 6 minutes. You mentioned bump and run racing. How much of tonight will become a team effort more than just trying to survive tonight, or would there be a happy medium type of deal?
Oh, 100%. It's crucial out here in a drafting track. We got a couple new members as well, so I think we're all ready to go out there and prove something.
Well, buddy, best of luck tonight. Hopefully we'll get to talk to you at the end of this thing.
Hell yeah. Cheers, brother.
Yes, sir. Well, right now, Pacey Widget, top of the board over Hot Shot Henderson, Mike Hauser, Ethan Sikorsky, Matt Siders, your top 5. Levi Ramsey, after a hell of a performance last week in New Smyrna, right now 6'6". Aaron Stanton, technically the points leader by winning the Clash. Sits 7th. Ty Mosley, my boy. Jeffrey Peppers and Chris Loda, the top 10. Let's talk to a driver now who had arguably one of the most impressive Inspired 250s, but had to end in heartbreak. I should know because I hated every minute of it when it did end in heartbreak. Steven Henning Jr., Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
What's that, buddy?
Well, just mentioned it on the broadcast. Last year, Inspired 250. God, I almost slipped up there. Lord have mercy. We almost pulled off a miracle. Unfortunately, it came to an end with 12 laps to go. You're here now. Almost, well, technically 6 months later, but you're here now. Another Inspire 250. What will it take for Stephen Henning to break through tonight?
A lucky horseshoe would probably work, but usually by the end of it, I'm usually kicking my own ass with it. So, just hopefully we can qualify good, and then hopefully we can stay up front and stay up there all night. I think that'll be the safest spot for me, but we'll see how it goes.
Buddy, I'll ask you this as well. You commented tonight, you're no longer with this cool cat and Elijah's mom, Teresa, this season. You know, we gave you a hell of a car every week, but you're here now. I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked Chris Laota when we first talked to him last week. It's a new team, but it's for a former Cup Series driver in his own right. Does that kind of add the pressure now for you to try to capitalize on what was well, I hate to say it like this, but a very horrendous Season 2 campaign? Is the pressure there to try to perform and exceed the expectations from the first 2 seasons?
Yeah, definitely. There's a fire under my ass this season. It feels like more, because you definitely got him watching you now. So, he's always said there's no pressure on a win or any of that. Just do as good as you can. So we're definitely gonna try. But man, I've been trying 5 years to try and win at this damn track, and I'll be damned if I don't try again and try and get it done this time.
Well, buddy,
I'm sick and tired of having excuses.
Well, buddy, I don't know tonight if you win that I might even cry. How about that? But
I'd be with you on that one, I think.
Well, buddy, best of luck tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing. Right now, looking pretty good, top of the board.
Yes, thank you. And I just got to thank Menards again for letting me do this.
Yes, sir, buddy. Stephen Henning Jr. right now, fastest on the practice charts. He'll look to try to knock down the Inspire 250 tonight. Appreciate your time, buddy. Best of luck tonight.
You too, man. Have fun up there.
Yes, sir. Can't talk to a couple more drivers. We got a minute 40. We can squeeze in one more interview. Who to pick? 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 So come back kid himself, Ty Mosley, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy. Try this one more time. Ty Mosley, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy. All right, we'll try to talk to him before the race gets started. Right now, a little bit of connection issues, communication-wise, for the comeback kid himself. So you can't pull another one. The Cats making their start tonight. Their first ever start. I'll pull a cat I ain't talked to. And right now, he is sitting 7th on the board. One of the highest rookies right now making their Inspire 250 start. Jordan Herring, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
I copy. You literally caught me at the best time possible because I just got back from taking a large dump. But I'm here.
Well, buddy, right now one of the highest rookies on the practice charts. I know. I'm going to make this quick. I know qualifying's on deck here, but what are the expectations for this season? And most importantly, what would it mean to be the first rookie to win the Inspire 250?
It mean a lot. This is my first league race in a while, and since now I'm playing the race full time. Expectation for the season is consistency, but at least I want to be able to get at least one win. It's my expectation, but if I don't get one win, then at least if I'm consistent and still in say top 15 points, I won't be mad at it. I know I will be racing. I mean, I will be missing one race this season on May the 18th, as I am going to the show. But as long as I'm consistent, I don't think that should be a problem. So yeah, Expectations are high for me, at least.
Well, buddy, best of luck tonight. Hopefully we'll get to talk to you at the end of this thing.
Yeah, I hope so too.
So you're with Bump and Run, right?
You said what?
You're with Bump and Run, right?
I'm with Global. We do
Okay.
have different manufacturers, but
Okay.
you should probably. I think I'm the only player out of everybody, but you should probably see them because I'm with Peyton, Daniel, and Cole. So.
Yeah, glad I had about dropping down there and Bump and Run by accident. But best of luck tonight, buddy. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Yeah, me too.
Right now, qualifying's at hand, and again, I will re-advise. Hopefully the computer will last. It ain't. Rarely does it ever. It has rarely done 38 cars, so there's more than 33. So we're gonna hope and pray. If not, we'll get the technical issues figured out. Should be good, but we'll find out the hard way, I reckon. We'll worry about that in a moment. Right now, Travis Farmer, the Platinum Truck Series champion, getting set to start his qualifying lap. Or actually, he is on his qualifying lap. Never mind, no, he ain't. Davis top of the board. Scratch that. Farmer top of the board. There's McConnell. Clocks in. Second quickest, K Cannon rolling out. Hotshot Henderson, the reigning champion of this event, right now 5th. There we go. That's more like it. Ethan Sikorsky right now for the Loners had a hell of a run going. Really at New Smyrna and had a great run going at Richmond before it came undone. But, none of that matters now. None of this matters not with the Inspire 250 on deck. Right now Sikorsky, this is his second lap. 14th quickest, 4:94. Across the line, survey says for Sikorsky, 8th quickest with a 48.37. Mike Hauser, just talking about him, the reigning Cup champion right now. Hauser across the line. It will be good enough for 14th quickest. Well, you mentioned about it. You mentioned it during his interview. Now Stephen Henning Jr. comes across the line. Second quickest for Henning. 48.31. But back to Mike. Only ran 8 laps of the Inspire 250 last year. So you got to imagine. A lot of these guys, they're going to have to play it smart. And by smart, we got 100 laps to get yourself in the position as Ben Canert is on the screen. You got 100 laps to put yourself in position to win this race. 100 laps to stay in contention, but you're going to need 99 of them laps to have a shot at the last lap. Big thing tonight is don't try to force it 3 wide early. Hell, if anything, need to ride a little bit. Well, a lot of these guys are going to have to figure out, learn how to ride. Don't push the issue. As right now, Ty Wilson will not get to put down a lap. Qualifying has concluded. And the man at the top of the board, Clayton Davis, the rookie, one of the rookies, on top of the speed charts. And with that being said, starting lineup for tonight goes as followed. As we get the field time to get set up before we roll it, just to be sure the paint jobs all load in. With Clayton Davis on pole, next to him, last year's pole sitter for this race, Stephen Henning Jr. Row number 2, Tony Lane. Levi Ramsey had an impressive run at New Smyrna last week, looking to capitalize on that. Thomas Hernandez and my boy Ty Mosley rolls off P6. Bobby Holloman and James McConnell roll off for row number 4. Or row 5. Joe White and Ethan Sikorsky round out the fast 12 for tonight. Trent Green and Louis Descartes. On further back through the field, Matt Siders, Tyler Stone from row 7, row 8. Hot shot, Josh Henderson looking to go 2 in a row, and next to him, the reigning Cup champion, Mike Hauser. Cade Cannon and Travis Farmer rolls off from row number 9. Row 10, Jeffrey Peppers, Pacey Wisnett. Row 11, Chris Laota and Paul Chavez. For row number 12, 23rd, 24th, Derek Winston and Ben Knert. Row 13, Carter Schwab and John Manning. Full of rookies, and then we go to Jordan Herring, and then one driver who has made a chase appearance last week's winner, Aaron Stanton. Elijah Fisher, Peyton Boyle, both rolling off deep in the field, 29th and 30th. Hayden Williams and Jackson Hadaway for H&W Motorsports rolls off from row 16, row 17, Cole Gosnell and Daniel Lehman. Jason Williams, Robert Wilhoit, who is race control for tonight, rolls off for row 18. Row 19, Bobby Hadaway and Scott Corbett. Joseph Maddox, Ty Wilson from row 20. 40 cars for tonight. And, of course, Sean Hamilton rolls off from 41st. Folks, while we got a moment in the action here, we're going to be sure that the computer will take it. We're going to take an aerial look and talk to the pole sitter for tonight. Clayton Davis, Garrett Jennings up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, we're going to quickly refresh the paint jobs real quick here, but a rookie on pole for the 250.
Yes, sir.
Is this what you expected tonight? And really, what are the expectations for tonight for bump and run racing to try to get the 250 done?
Yeah, I mean, we jumped in here and I ran the quali lap, and my teammates are telling me some things about tire wear and qualify, so I just hucked it around the outside and I guess wrapped up the pole. But I'm just gonna run up front, hopefully lead as many laps as possible. But if I get shuffled back, I don't know, further than 5th, and these dudes are letting their eat, then you'll see me on the apron and I'll be in the back. I'll be back up here at the end of it though. So.
But buddy, I'll ask you this real quick before I let you head out of here and get ready for 100 laps. In the back of the mind, this big of a field, is there always the possibility of worrying about a green flag pit stop, or is it kind of too early to tell?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what green flag runs look like here in the Gen 6. I'm assuming it's around lap 40, I would think. So, I mean, tires are going to be, shot. So, yeah, it depends on how we split to pit road. I mean, I see a possibility you see cars sliding through the infield or into each other pretty easily. So, I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, I suppose.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
All right, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, now for Clayton Davis. Well, history's already been made. Rookie on the pole for the Inspired 250. Mission accomplished. I'm going to look at something here. Okay. So, yep, I kind of figured that would happen. Alright, well, Computer looks like it will make it. Might be a little iffy on some things, so I'll apologize in advance more the replays than anything, but as long as the race goes good, and it does not stutter or do anything wrong, we'll be in action. Alright, this is it. The long and awaited Inspire 250, the third running of this event, the biggest race in Inspired. At the end of it, one driver's name will go into the history books. Pace cars in. Clayton Davis, Stephen Henning Jr. brings us down. We are rolling from Daytona. Down and back straightaway, 3-car breakaway at the moment, as Davis will lead the field for the first time tonight. Into turn number 3. Right now you only see 3 cars. You're about to see the rest of them. Here they come off of turn number 4. Clayton Davis leads the first lap. Get a look from the very top row in the nosebleed section of Daytona International Speedway. Right now, Hotshot Henderson down below the apron, trying to get back in line. A little bit of internet issues for Henderson. There's right now 2x2 action. Got the 42 of Joe White trying to make up ground with the 88 of James McConnell. Crispy Lou on the outside them. Ty Mosley on the bottom as Davis leads lap number 2. Right now, this is what you want. You want to see the drivers taking it easy. No need to push right now. The one big thing that you'll see as some of these drivers try to work that outside lane is you're going to want to try to grab that right rear the best you can as for the lead. Here comes Stephen Henning Jr. on the outside. One of the heartbreaks of the second running of the Inspire 250. Stephen Henning Jr. led the most laps, started on pole, had the fastest lap. Unfortunately, was not able to get the job done last year, looking for redemption at Daytona, but Levi Ramsey and Joe White to the top board. Joe White said, I want to lead this race. James McConnell for Zero Delta in the 88. Slides into second. Here comes Descartes on the outside with Ethan Sikorsky. Right now, I know you can't see some of the back half of the field just for the computer's sake, but we will check in on them. Right now, Elijah Fisher, Hayden Williams in the Marlboro scheme, my boy. Getting pushed by dear old dad and Jason Williams. Right now, this group is actually riding in the back. I am assuming trying to stay pretty much out of trouble if trouble was to ensue as you ride on board with Elijah Fisher. Well, Fisher started 29th in the course. Like I said, has not gained much ground. As there you see the big snarly back in front. So right now, I mean, this is just, it's all going to be patience. That's really what all this will be. As right now at the front, Descartes will lead a lap in the 250. Got Ethan Sikorsky for the Loners right behind them. Even further back. through the field right now. The points leader entering tonight with his win in the clash, getting him 5 points to start with. Aaron Stanton right now 20th. Again, survival. Well, for Stanton, I mean, this right now just trying to complete the comeback. Took a season off, took season 2 off to be my pit road reporter. Right now decided that it was time to come back. Well, you have the bug. And unfortunately, if you're a race car driver, the bug just ain't its thing. But right now, Stanton 27th. A little bit of lag on Stanton's part. Well, Spartans continue to lead, but here comes Kay Cannon. And I think Stephen Henning Jr. is going to leave him out to dry. Something. Oh, there's something in the back. Driver's already pitting, or if I missed something. Caution is out. Oh. Hayden Williams. Now there's something else. Tyler Stone. Okay. Okay, yeah. Oh no, I see what's happening here. Okay, yeah, I see what we're all getting at now. Back from the blimp cam, see what happened. To the best of our ability. Oh. Right, the 10 of Daniel Lehman into the wall. Kind of sent everybody scattering. It'll be the first caution of the night. Let's look here. Got the 89 right behind him. And a misjudge and hard into the wall. Everybody else just scatters, trying to avoid everything. It's kind of a cluster. Tyler Stone goes through it. Hayden Williams, a hell of a save for Williams. But that'll be the first caution of the night in the Inspire 250. Well, Derek's going to bring it in this time. Well, I mean, I think right now, see, overshoots his pit box. Well, they had a great run going. Right now, Kate Kenning, your leader. I think right now, this will be a chance for these drivers to go ahead and pit now. We're going to see if drivers are going to come in, be safe, or stay out. I think you'll see the majority of them. They're going to come in. That's in the back. Yep, drivers in the back right now. James McConnell wins the race off of pit road. Cortez, Levi, Ramsey, Aaron Stanton, Thomas Hernandez, they'll be top 5 off of pit road. So you can't dial up Kate Cannon over the phone. Kate Cannon, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. You caught me in the moment. I'm eating a Chick-fil-A fry.
Huh?
Damn. You pulled me in as the moment I was eating a Chick-fil-A fry.
I still do not understand a word you said, but anyway. Leading last in the Inspire 250. It looked like a great car last week. But, or last year rather. As for tonight, what has changed in this number 19 to try to get the job done tonight and try to get a little bit of redemption from last year?
I think definitely teamwork is one thing. But the main thing I think is just be a little bit more smart on the lanes we choose. Also, be a little bit more aware of our surroundings, because that was a huge mistake I made last year. I think it's just be more consistent on watching the lanes and everything. And hang on, give me 1 second. Jack, stop talking. Nah, it's taking a bomb. But I just think just be more consistent in the lanes and also be more aware of like where the run's gonna be coming, all that type of stuff. I think as long as we can keep lookout for that, hopefully stick around with our teammates and everything and make hopefully friends, that would definitely help a lot. But sometimes you don't make a lot of friends here.
Well, buddy, best of luck tonight. Hopefully we'll get to talk to you at the end of this thing, if not in the infield care center.
Well, thank you, thank you. Also, what I was saying was I was eating a Chick-fil-A fry.
You didn't give one to me. Later, buddy.
Later.
Well, the waffle fries are only yay big. I don't know how hard it is to eat one and still talk. Either way. New feature for tonight goes as followed. What this will do, this will take a screenshot every time I show it on the screen of where they run right now. Freezes the field. It's about as more accurate as you can get. This is after the first round of pit stops. Not much change in the top 10 on further down. We'll just run it through as we get set to go back green here from Daytona. All right. We're rolling. Okay, Cannon. Hell of a restart. Right now, down the back straightaway, bottom lane not quite organized up. But right now, as teammates lined up on the outside lane, teammates lined up on the bottom. Menard Racing coming up on the bottom. Stephen Henning Jr., Chris Liotta, the loners on the outside lane. Field works down the back straightaway. So far, so good. Stephen Henning Jr., however, with the lead, edging out. Cade Kenna's in turn number 3. Well, Henning, fast number 98 car. And again, we talked about the bad season that it was for Stephen Henning Jr. I guess the only highlight you could say, he made the chase last season, unfortunately, would finish 10th in the chase. So out of 10. We'll go winless the whole season. So I think this year, this is going to be, how would I say it? This is going to be a make or break season for Steven. All right, he's racing for a guy who needs no introduction to the NASCAR scene in Paul Menard. And right now, as he said, even though the boss man said there ain't no pressure, the pressure is on for the 98. And what better way to deliver than in the Inspire 250? But he has got to haul off a fast number 9 in Cade Cannon. Pole center, Clayton Davis. Right now, not inside the top 10. As a matter of fact, Davis sits 23rd. Well, he said it. You know, he was going to say, and we're going to ride in the back for a little while. We'll be there whenever it matters the most. And right now, he is doing just that. Right behind him, Levi Ramsey, Mike Hauser, Josh Henderson, Casey Widgeon. Everybody right now, this is the part of the race where you save what you have. You save. Practically, you just save everything. And, oh, wrecking in front of him. Oh, Stephen Henning Jr. It's the big one. Oh, my Lord. And it happens again, and Stephen Henning Jr. gets it back rolling. Cade Cannon involved in this. Paul Chavez is in this. Matt Siders. Big damage to Siders' machine. This. Cade Cannon meatball flag. And the night will quickly be done. Stephen Henning Jr. meatball flag. The night is done for Cannon, and it is done for Stephen Henning Jr. Ethan Sikorsky. Trent Green. Big damage to Green. Tony Lane, the meatballs keep on coming. And this happened at the front of the field. Like Clayton Davis. Was just talking about him. Yeah, there you see damage there. What in the name of might? That is junk. Wadded up junk at this point. Look at it from the blimp cam. Meatballs keep on coming. Oh, Cade. Wadded them up. Aaron Stanton gets a piece of this. Trent Green. Oh. Matt Siders barrels through the 89. I am gutted for Stephen Henning Jr. And it's one of these things, you know, it's one of the unspent things with these cars. If you follow me in the past or really up into the present with these Gen 6 cars, you will see this a lot. You get off center, it is just that easy. Unfortunately, it came right at the worst time. There you hear Cade Cannon's motor's blown. his night officially done. Right on board a couple more drivers. Stephen Henning Jr. Stephen said he's waited 5 years to win this race. He will unfortunately have to wait number 6. While I wait for Stephen Henning's onboard to come on, right on board with Chris Lyotta. Take out 2 of Menards Racing. Bam! Alright, now we can go on board with Stephen Henning Jr. I mean, we got onboards galore. Trent Green, one of the rookies, had a great run going. Right on board with him from the roll bars. Mosley. Mosley barely made it through. I think it was Trent Green's motor that went out. Guys try to sneak through in the bottom, get involved in this. Well, Ty Mosley leads as the field gets to 1 to green. We'll roll to the top 10 this time. Unfortunately for Cade Cannon, the night will be done as far as his hopes of winning the Inspire 250. Cade, walk us through what you felt like happened compared to what we saw in the broadcast.
Well, full on honest answer, it's fully on me. Like, there is no, like, I'm not going to say, like, oh, like, no, I take full blame, first and foremost. I already went and spoke with Steven, took blame for that. Pretty much what happened was I thought Steven was, because he had his teammate down low, I thought he was going to slide up, kind of like to try to control both lanes and was going to go back low, and that's what I fully expected. The expectation did not go to what I thought was going to happen. When he stayed high, I let off the gas to try to, I gave him a bump at first, and I let off the gas to try to give his room. And I guess when I even off the gas, I may have not been fully off like I thought I was, and I still had momentum, and I didn't even realize I was on his bumper. And once I started turning him, I instantly knew what was happening, and I feel terrible, Hoping for a good run tonight. I got 37 minutes of required repairs, 5 minutes optional. We're going to be here for a good bit. But unfortunately, instead of being Cade Cannon tonight, we ended up being Ricky Stenhouse Jr. tonight. Unfortunately. Shout out to Chris with the nickname, a great nickname. I know he was wanting to get interviewed too, so great nickname from him. But just all in all, I feel terrible. Not the way I wanted to start the season with a bunch of new guys, a bunch of new racers and everything. So sorry to the fans. Did not mean to be Ricky Stenhouse Jr. tonight. Apologize to y'all. Hopefully we still give y'all a good race and we can hopefully get something going.
Well, buddy, hell of a job tonight. Up till then, look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you.
Well, Chris Lyotta's night, unfortunately, as well as about 8 drivers, will come to an end. First off, Chris, are you all right? That was a pretty wicked impact.
Yeah, we're good.
Well, walk us through. I don't know if you've had a chance to look at the replay, but walk us through what you felt like happened from the cockpit of the number 69 Menards Ford.
I actually did look at it, and I have permission of the previous driver to interview. I got turned by Ricky Stenhouse Jr. dressed as Chase Elliott. So, no, it's all good and fun. He came into our chat fully came in and just apologized on his behalf. He took full responsibility on the incident.
Buddy. As for tonight, I know this will not be the way you wanted to start, but honestly, where was the confidence in the car up until then?
Oh, we had an opportunity. We had every opportunity to go win this thing.
Buddy, a hell of a job tonight up until then. Look forward to seeing you next week.
Yeah, thankfully we're not dead. We're not out of the race. We're still going to be able to race, but we're going to be in the garage for at least 10 minutes.
All right, buddy. Hell of a job tonight.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, this is not the conversation I wanted to be having this early. Steven Henning Jr., I honestly, man, I cannot believe it.
I mean, it's our luck. It seems like I don't know, man.
Well, walk us through. We heard from Katie Cannon's side taking full responsibility, but walk us through your perspective of things on really what went down.
Hell, it happened so damn quick. I don't even know. I think he just got too high on my bumper, it looked like to me. I'm just looking at the replay myself here, but I think he just hit me too high in the bumper and it just offsetted me too much. It just spun me instantly around. I feel bad that I took Applefield with me, but I mean, at the same time, I just don't think there was nothing I could do to save that. That thing was gone from the bump.
Well, buddy, it was a hell of a job up until then. Look forward to seeing you next week.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Yes, sir. You can hear it in Steven's voice. He definitely had a car that, the way it looked, could have won this race last year and this year. But right now at the front, Thomas Hernandez at the top of the board, a quarter way through the Inspire 250. That's Joe White trying to pour that bottom lane, got Peppers right behind him, if I'm not mistaken. Well, no, Jesse Glover should still be in this race. But right now, the only Menard Racing driver inside the top 5 would be Jeffrey Peppers. And I am pretty sure Jesse's in here. Well, regardless of the fact, for Hernandez, it's a new team this season. Of course, running with, if I can get my words right here, Bump and Run Racing, and right now, just about all their drivers still in the race, with the exception of Apostle Chavez, who made his return tonight. Unfortunately, Meatball flag, and night was done for Apostle. Right now, Trent Green. Well, no, Apostle's still in it. Right now, him and Trent Green both 31st and 32nd. We'll see a lot of drivers in the back that maybe got damage out of that. Tony Lane just leaving the pit road. However, for Tony Lane, he's going to be multiple laps down. Well, the heartbreak and the misfortunes of Daytona. As right now, Hernandez continues to lead. But right now, see the four of well, Hernandez, Peyton Boyle, Joe White, Jeffrey Peppers, Jordan Herring right now the top 5. Derek Winston, Aaron Stanton, Pacey Widget, Ty Mosley, Jackson Hadaway the top 10. Biggest movers so far tonight. Peyton Boyle up 28. Bobby Hadaway up 26. Ty Wilson, Jordan Herring, Jason Williams, they are your biggest movers so far tonight. Well, it still matters, even though it's Daytona. It still matters that right now, H&W Motorsports holds the 2 fastest laps. Right now, that bonus point does go to Hayden Williams with a 44.88. The lap leaders, and this is going to be big all day tonight. Hernandez and Kenny Kenna have led the most laps so far. But this is going to change a lot. And it's honestly going to take up half the screen. Probably when we're done. Another one taking up half the screen. Drivers who's had to make repairs. Yep. Practically every driver involved in that wreck. So that is the race update. As Hernandez will come by, he will now take over the most laps led. Well, here comes Aaron Stanton to the bottom with Ty Mosley with him. Aaron Stanton says, buddy, I want to lead a little bit of this thing here. Well, right now Hernandez proving the muscle that he's got bottom lane so far, not able to do a whole lot. Well, Robert, we got through a little bit, then we had a big crash. Do you think that's kind of got these drivers on edge right now and try to take it easy from here on out?
Yeah, it's definitely been a very eventful. Hopefully that big one. I hated to see it happen, but hopefully that's kind of an eye-opener to the guys of, hey, you got a long race. It's only lap 34. Like, still got 70 some laps to go, so 66 laps to go. So hopefully they get it situated.
Well, Robert, I will say, now some of the guys did pit under this last caution, some did not. Or some of the ones that did pit, and honestly, this is the second caution, so some even pitted on the first caution, came back, and they're fine right now. Others, if we look at the pit road report, people like Ty Mosley are right now, I would say, are stressing the fuel tank right now. How much of a concern would this be for some of the ones who have not pitted so far tonight?
Well, I know that they were able to get roughly about 40 to 45 laps. Roughly.
Oh, is it 40
on
to
a fuel
45?
tank. Yep, 40 to 45.
Okay, hold on. Let me update my stuff. Okay, there we go.
So they should be, you know, the ones that haven't pitted yet under either cautions, they should be starting to break it or come in now. The other ones obviously can go a little bit longer. So,
Well, Robert, best of luck tonight in race control. Won't be the last time we talk to you.
oh yeah, look forward to it.
Yes, sir. Right now, it's still Thomas Hernandez, and one big thing, of course, with the new graphics design. Big shout out to Fearless Broadcasting, of course. The guys at Collateral Damage for making this sweet overlay. You can see now, and of course, this is a rough estimate because we just heard 40 to 44 laps. So right now, this is just a rough estimate on how much fuel they can get. It might be as Bobby Holland and Pacey Widget come together. Oh, hang on to her, Pacey. Woo! Hell of a save by Pacey Widget. Man. As I was saying, before my heart jumped in my chest, or jumped in my throat, it's just a rough estimate on how far these guys can go on a tank of fuel. They could also go anywhere from 40 to 44. But the big thing is, I see Hernandez. Come on, bring the internet back. There it is. As you see Hernandez blink out there, but I mean, one thing is just going to be one of them things where see a little bit more internet issues. That's just going to be one of them things where what are you willing to sacrifice as Chris Loda comes back out onto the racetrack? Well, 39 laps to go, and right now the complexion of this race has already got dumped on its head. Stevie Henning Jr. done for the night. Cade Cannon still in the garage, has expectations of getting back out there on the racetrack. But right now, out of the race, Chris Lahoda just been changed to out. Chances are he's back on, among others. As right now the field coming up on Apostle Chavez and Trent Green, put them a lap down. Right now, oh, Pacey Widget again, saves it. Holy cow. Season just started, kids already put on. Two noteworthy contentions as Trent Green, meatball damage again. Well, Green was involved in that wreck earlier in the race, in the first big one. So that car already, yeah, there you see it, it's broken. It can't turn. Can't turn worth the crap, actually. Excuse me, shouldn't have said it like that. But for Trent Green tonight, goes from bad to worse. 71 of Jordan Manning. I believe that's Jordan Manning. John Manning, my mistake. He'll go a lap down. Another one involved in that incident. Or no, I believe some of these guys have made green flag pit stops. Robert, what's the word on Hot Shot? Is anyone that made a pit stop under this last caution or had to make a green flag stop?
No, he's having a lot of internet issues, so just the safety of him running in the middle of the pack and not getting any better, we gave him a drive-through just to kind of
I see it now.
get him out of that hornet's nest just for safety reasons. So hopefully he can get that internet situated and can get back up there.
Well, that's unfortunate for Hot Shot Henderson right now. The chances of going and defending his Inspire 250 crown right now put on hold as we are just about halfway through this race. Well, so far so good. Right now, if you're Tom Mosley, who I believe is in the pits, I actually have a thing for that. Tom Mosley already pitted, I believe anyway. Let's see here. Yep. That's what I'm believing. Right now, Hernandez continues to lead, but if anybody's getting the worst fuel economy out of anybody, it would be Hernandez right now leading this pack. On the bottom, H&W Motorsports' own. Here comes Bobby Hadaway and Jason Williams on the bottom. Pacey Widget right behind them. Aaron Stanton drops down in line. Top lane losing all its muster. H&W on the bottom, the dads of the group. And right now, once the camera angle switches, the Suns in that Sprite and Marlboro, number 1 and number 7 on the outside lane. Bobby Hadaway for H&W at the line. Bobby Hadaway puts his name on the leaderboard. Oh, and into the wall goes Bobby Hadaway. Peyton Boyle's involved. Oh, and more wrecking. Big time arca break. James McConnell, Mike Hauser, Peyton Boyle, Bobby Hadaway upside down. Good God, what an impact. Again, I am speechless. Bobby Hadaway throws it back, and I believe the teammates came together. Man, just shy of halfway. And another wreck at the front of the field. Yeah, it might be safe just to run in the back. Normally the front and the back's the safest. Not tonight. Look at it here. Yep, that little bit of tap gives Bobby a little bit sideways, comes back across Jason Williams' nose. There was an offset push. Everybody else, James McConnell. Man, Ethan Sikorsky. Mike Hauser comes to a complete stop. Try to avoid this. Right on board with Bobby Hadaway. mercy. Follows right in Peyton Boyle's lap. Right on board with Peyton. Survival of the fittest has already become known here as the Inspired 250 winds down. There ain't nothing he's going to be able to do here. Just comes up, bam. Having to clutch it. You're hearing the high RPM. He's having to clutch it. Try to get it rolling. Now he gets it up to speed. Well, the Inspired 250 under its third caution of the night. Thomas Hernandez wins the race off of pit road. Well, Bobby Hadaway has been checked and released from the Infield Medical Center. Bobby,
Yeah.
what do you make of it? Led your first lap in the Inspired 250, 500 feet later on your lid.
Yeah.
Walk us through it from your perspective.
Man, that's Daytona. I mean, what can you say? I just, Jason, it wasn't on purpose. It was a bad push. And then the ARCA braking, I got T-boned, and that finished me off.
Well, buddy, I got to ask, right, is there a possibility of the car getting back out there and possibly trying to turn a few laps?
Yeah, it is. It's I'm being towed right now, but I think I got 30 seconds of required, 6 minutes optionals. I'm gonna sit in here and get majority of it fixed, and I'll go back out there and make laps and finish it.
Buddy, hell of a night up till then. Appreciate your time. Look forward to seeing you next week.
Yes, sir. You too,
Dude,
Garrett.
I do have to say, Bobby, I want to see your Red Bull next week because you done got your wings.
You got that right.
Bobby Hadaway, hell of a job, buddy. Look forward to seeing you
Thank
next
you, man.
week.
Yes, sir.
Hot Shot Henderson, meatball flag. What in the world?
He got sent to the
He got
infield due to
sent.
the iRacing connection. So,
That's right. Pulled that crap on me last week. Pulled that crap on me on Friday in a race, and I was so confused. But all right, to re-rack it. Go re-rack the top 10 here. Now, everybody did pit here, so Hernandez, Pacey Wisnett, Louis DeCortez, Jackson Hadaway, Hayden Williams, Jason Williams, Joe White, James Herring, Travis Farmer, Ty Wilson, the top 10 as we get set to go back racing here. You can't get a word with Peyton Boyle. Well, that was a nice run going for the Global Motorsports number 3 machine of Peyton Boyle. Unfortunately, had to talk to him outside the Infield Medical Center. Peyton, walk us through for your perspective. What did you see happen, and honestly just fill your lap?
Yeah, we were rolling on the top with 77. I think that's Thomas, and we were rolling for like the last 20 laps or so, just minding our business. And then we got to the tri-oval. The inside line started coming up to us. It looked like the 40 car ended up giving a bad push to, I think it was the 52, and then that ended up turning the 52 into the outside wall right in front of me. And then I think I just got ARCA braked a little bit later. So I think I have about 10 minutes left of damage. No, it's 11 actually. So yeah, I'm pretty much killed, I think.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job up till then. I'm going to ask you this one last question as the field gets set to go back racing. Really, we saw the first wreck, and saw how big it was. Everybody started taking it easy. Do you believe that with this wreck, was it just more of an honest misjudge versus the field being aggressive? Because right now, for what I've seen, everybody's kind of been taking it easy. They're taking it easy from the start of the race. And then that incident with Kate Ken and Stephen Henning Jr. at the front of the field kind of made everybody slow up more. Has it been more aggressive from the cockpit versus what we've seen on the TV broadcast so far?
I don't think it's been, outside of like the first 10 laps when that first incident happens, I don't think it's been very aggressive. I mean, we were kind of just, I mean, especially where I was sitting, it was, you know, second place on the outside line. The inside line wasn't really a threat. And then, you know, when it did show up, it ended our race. So, but, you know, other than that, I think it was you know, I think most people were minding their P's and Q's. And then I think someone just had the idea of, oh, I got to go because I'm up front. And then that's just the inexperience with these cars. I think some people don't have the experience and a lot of others do. And so, you know, it came back to bite the field in the end, I think. But no hard feelings. It was a great run for our, you know, number 3 car, rooting for my teammates. So,
Well, buddy, hell of a job tonight. Look forward to seeing you next week.
all right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Right now, the action at the front. Getting intense for a second. Jackson Hadaway. Big time saving a big time shot from Hernandez to Pacey. Here comes Jackson Hadaway on the bottom. Sat down with Mike Hauser and a couple of the other drivers down at a nice cafe along Daytona Beach. Jackson Hadaway called his shot, said he felt like he could win this race. And oh, Hernandez and Pacey again with a save. Good God Almighty. 3 for 3. If he's got 9 lives, he's got 6 left. Meanwhile, Jackson Hadaway to the top spot. Well, Pacey draws back to 4th side-by-side action, 4-car breakaway at the front of the field. That ain't about to be broke for long. Right now, get an update on the Final 4 from the Cup Series. The last season, unfortunately, Colt Ward not here tonight but we do have the other 3 in attendance right now. The man who finished 2nd in the Cup Series points but went on to win the Inspire Platinum Truck Series Championship. Travis Farmer working up to 6th, who had arguably a good shot of winning it last year before being involved in a late race incident that ended his night. The other thing, Mike Hauser, who honestly, somebody might need to fact check me on this, but I'm pretty sure I'm right as they're 3 wide. Oh, Pacey wins your horn into the wall. Aaron Stan, Ty Wilson. Good grief. Oh, more arc braking. That'd be the 71 and the 44 of Matt Siders. Gets involved in this one, and for Ty Wilson, one of the feel-good underdog stories of tonight will come to an end. Carter Schwab involved in this, meatball damage on his machine. There's a 71. John Manning. Joe White involved in this. And Joe White had a nice run going. I just moved up to the outside lane. Pacey Widget's night is done. Unbelievable. All right. See what happened here. Well, Joe had actually just got shuffled out of line. Coming through the tri-oval here, we look at it from the blimp cam. Hernandez makes it 3. Gonna put Joe here. And Joe and Pacey come together. Aaron Stanton. Pretty good damage on that machine. Tyler Stone involved in this. Carter gets involved in it. Then further back. We will run on board with a few drivers here. Aaron Stanton, who technically came in tonight as the points leader, involved in this one. Oh, bam. Ty Wilson's on board in the DHL machine. He had a hell of a night going. I will tip my hat to him. He had a great night going in that number 55 machine. And jumped up to the outside and bam, it just fell right in his lap. Aaron Stanton's on board. Well, Aaron Stanton walked into tonight, the points leader, unfortunately does not miss this wreck of the night. Aaron, first off, how bad's the damage?
It's pretty junked.
Well, walk us through from your perspective. What did you see happen from your cockpit right before you hit the 55?
Just seen somebody get turned and they bounced off the wall. I tried to dodge them and they bounced right in my lap. So that's all I really see. It happened so fast.
Well, what are the chances of the car getting back out there and maybe still compete for the win, or is it just that bad to the right front?
Depends how many more cautions we get. I'm still gonna see what happens.
All right, buddy. Well, hell of a job up till tonight, or up until then.
Yep. Thank you, Garrett.
Yes, sir. Well, what was a hell of a night going for Ty Wilson, unfortunately, will not be the case here tonight. Ty, you got a copy, buddy? Try this one more time. Ty Wilson, Gary Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Hello?
There he is. Well, it was a great night for the Bigfoot Enterprise number 55 DHL Chevy. Walk us through from what you saw.
I saw two cars go from the bottom straight to the top, and by the time they got there, I had nowhere to go. I was just along for the ride.
Well, unfortunately, I know the car is junk, but is there a possibility of it getting back out there, trying to turn a few laps and try to gain some spots here with some drivers falling out early in this one?
Yeah, there is a potential that I can get this car back out there, even if it's not the greatest. I'm still going to try for my team to get back, at least back to finishing form. I had a good race up until then.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job tonight. We'll look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you, buddy. See ya.
Yes, sir. Well, for Pacey tonight, well, it looked like, again, another car that could have possibly won the Inspire 250. Unfortunately, been checked and released from the infield medical center. You know what I meant. It did not need to sound like that, but I apologize that it did. But walk us through what you felt like happened from your perspective, or if you've had a chance to look at a replay, walk us through it.
I mean, 42 cars just, I don't know if he didn't like being pushed three wide or what it was. They just turned left, looked at me, and that's what happened. There's not much more to it.
Is there a possibility perhaps of getting the 00 back out, try to turn a few laps, get a couple more spots, or is it night done?
I got 4 minutes are required, so we're going to get back out after. And maybe this race turns into a wreck fest. Who knows?
Well, buddy, a hell of a job up until then. Look forward to seeing you next week, buddy.
Won't be here next week, but I'll be here when I can be.
All right, buddy. Hell of a job tonight. Right now, H&W back at the front. Jason Williams, Jackson Hadaway. First and second. Bobby Holloman on the third lane. Jason up in front of Jackson again. Travis Farmer in pursuit. Hayden Williams on the bottom right now. The three remaining drivers for H&W Motorsports. Aaron Stanton still in the hunt here. I thought he said that car was killed. We know Aaron sometimes what he thinks is killed might be fine enough to stay in contention. Because right now that 27 looks like it is on a... They can still get up there and contend for this win. Right now, field works down the back straightaway. 40 laps to go in the Inspire 250, and right now, kind of seeing some drivers who we really ain't seen in the top 10 much. Derek Weston. Right now, up to 6th. Ethan Sikorsky was up there earlier. Caution is out. Jeffrey Peppers. Meatball flag to Jeffrey, and the third Menard racing car involved in this one. It's Daytona. Go back and see what happened to Jeffrey Peppers. Well, meatball flag, so something's definitely happened. Oh, they are 4 wide. Bobby Hadaway and them. Yeah, they go 4 wide down the back straightaway. Some contact made. Now, how does Jeffrey get a meatball? Oh. Stand corrected. Unfortunately, due to computer issues, we cannot catch all of that right, but we caught enough to know that's how he gets the meatball. Cole, and now Cole gets into the side of him, and unfortunately, that'll be night done for Jeffrey Peppers. Well, field coming back in. And Jackson Hadaway wins race off pit road. Farmer, Ty Mosley, third. Hayden Williams, Jason Williams. To the top spot. And how about Paul Chavez? Easy, buddy. Easy, buddy. So it looks like that car's got a little bit of damage, but nonetheless, he will be scored the leader. Jason Williams, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got copy, buddy.
I got you, Garrett.
Well, it's been an exciting night for the 40. Pretty much for all of H&W so far tonight. But you led laps, I believe, for the first time in the Inspired 250. That's a plus. Right now, 3 of the 4 cars within the top 6. That's another plus. And coming off of an incredible, consistent run last season, it's Daytona. What more is going to be needed to see that an H&W car wins the biggest race in the Inspired Racing League?
I don't know. We still got, what, 36 laps to go or something, so...
I can't count.
I think we're going to hang back here for another 30 laps, and maybe 6 to go or 10 to go. We'll start making our move to the front.
Right now, you are one of the biggest movers of the night, from 35th to 6th as of right now. I want to ask you, how difficult has it been getting through the field tonight? And really, has the aggression kind of... Has it been more on the aggressive side, or from what we see, drivers are taking it easy, just little mistakes or having big effects?
I don't know, Garrett. It seems like there's a bunch of checkups here, and it's just a major checkup. You'll get a run, and it's like if somebody stopped in front of you. And I think hopefully Bobby got to lead a lap right before I wrecked him.
He did. He did, credited with 1 lap. So that's a bonus point going to Bobby Hadaway. But, babe, best of luck from here on out. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing. And if not, hopefully we'll talk to you at Hayden or Jackson.
Thank you, Garrett.
Yes, sir. I can imagine. Imagine if Hayden Williams wins this race. I can imagine. There's going to be a nice steak dinner from a Texas Roadhouse somewhere. Same can be said for Jackson. A little bit of a side note here, but I do hear that them boys over there at H&W Motorsports, they can cook a mean steak, cook some great barbecue. How to go down there if they win. But right now, Paul Chavez, even though the car is still hurt, will be leading here at Daytona International Speedway. Bobby Hadaway, or Jackson Hadaway, second. Ty Mosley, Hayden Williams, and Jason Williams will be your top 5 as the field gets set to come back down. It is turning to the Survival 250. We're going to go another lap around. Hayden Williams, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
I do.
All right now, the old Marlboro #1 machine looks like it's paying good luck for you, even if I picked it out myself. Right now, been an up and down night for H&W, but here in the final leg of this race, looks like you got you and your teammates all right next to you. Where's the confidence level right now that one of you 3 can score the biggest win in the Inspired Racing League?
Confidence level's pretty high. We all have real fast race cars. Kind of feel bad for Bobby. He ended up on his roof in turn 2, but he can get back up here. But yeah, I'm just gonna do my job and push Jackson and see where it takes me.
Well, buddy, best of luck from here on out. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Thank you, Garrett.
Yes, sir. Well, unfortunately for the reigning and defending Inspire 250 champion, Hotshot Henderson, his chances of defending this title will not come to fruition. As right now, 6 laps down, been handling mechanical issues all night on that number 17 Tractor Supply Ford Mustang. Alright, Paul Chavez, Jackson Hadaway, Ty Mosley, Jason Williams, Hayden Williams, Jordan Harry, Hauser, Canert, Hernandez, Holloman. We're getting set to retry it again. And Chavez jumped to start. Oh, and they're wrecking big. They save it. Holy cow. Oh, Bobby Holman. And there they go. Bobby Holloman, Mike Hauser in the grass again. Josh Henderson. What in the world? Louis Descartes. Done for the night. Big time damage to that 19 machine. Tony Lane. Damaging this. Alright. Look at this one from the SDK Gaming Replay. Thomas Hernandez gets a piece of this. Alright. From the blimp cam. Oh, Hernandez. Over the back of Mike Hauser. Alright, well, hold on. Now, something else happened. Alright. We need to look at Jason Williams because something happens here. Everybody's trying. Okay, so Paul's extremely slow. Not saying that in a bad way, but the car's obviously way too hurt to be able to keep up with speed here. Everybody's trying to get out of the way. Hernandez all over the back of the 43. And that will literally just accordion everybody up. And then, of course, you see it. Descartes gets a piece of this. Levi Ramsey gets a piece of this. Get forced 3 wide. And, yeah, I mean, it's just on from there. Bobby Holloman. Oh, and a 76 with a wicked shot. Try Tyler Stone. Let's try Tyler Stone one more. Not Tyler Stone. Let's try Ty Mosley one more time. Ty Mosley, it's your boss up here in the booth. You got a copy this time, buddy?
Yes, sir, I do. Sorry about last time. I was using the bathroom.
Okay, then.
Yeah, okay.
I
well,
swear.
you know, figure should know.
This is why you're my driver, buddy. Well, it's been an up and down night, kind of for the 29. Did not have the best qualifying effort, which really does not matter here at Daytona. But we're looking at your chart right now. As low as 30th, as high as first, led 5 laps. The Inspire 250 slowly winding down. No pressure.
Right now.
Yeah, very slowly, but honestly, hell, here, I'll give you a little bit of motivation. I'm proud of you, whether you win this damn thing or not. You've led laps, you've been at the front, you've played it smart. So no matter what.
I told Trickle when Chris and Steven wrecked in front of me, and I skimmed by on the apron.
I saw it. The fact that we built this car in the damn barn says everything. Anyway, enough with the backstory and the poetries here. Really, from the driver's perspective, What's the game plan here? You're stuck right smack dab in the middle of 3 H&W Motorsports cars with only a little ways left to go here. What's the game plan going forward?
Game plan right now is be friendly, make friends. I'm willing to, because I know they probably want to save fuel. I've saved enough fuel to the end. I'm willing to be the guy to pull everybody around the track for the next 33 laps, and hopefully we can close it out there. If not, set ourselves up in a good position for a late race shootout to possibly just be able to build the runs and get the win. I know how to slice and dice this for Speedway when I need to, and I'll find the momentum, and I'll do my best to be up here at the front for you. But leading laps is already pretty cool, and I'm just looking to bring the car home in one piece and get a good points day.
Yeah, please do, because we need that car for next week.
Yeah, Speedway package everywhere.
Yeah, we broke, man. We broke. We stealing parts at the junkyard, but buddy, hell of a job tonight. Bring it home in one piece.
Yes, sir. Adios, my man.
Yes, sir. Ain't wrong. Of course, next week, the Inspired Cup Series continues the Florida Sling. New Smyrna last week, the Inspired 250 tonight. Next week, 5 Flags, International Speedway, 184 laps around a little half-mile home to a snowball derby. That will be next week, May 4th. Then Myrtle Beach, Las Vegas Auto Club, Mexico City will be the first 6 races of the season. Right now, top 10 as they get set to go back. Jesse Hadaway, Ty Mosley, Jason and Hayden Williams, Jordan Herring, Derek Winston, Levi Ramsey, Aaron Stanton, Ethan Sikorsky, Travis Farmer, your top 10 as we get set to go back. All right, let's try this again. We're rolling. Great start by Jackson, about as pretty as you wanted to see it. Right now, 2 rookies, 5th and 6th. Derek Winston and Jordan Herring. Meanwhile, Ty Mosley surges ahead. Down the back straightaway. Mosley leads at Daytona. There comes Hayden Williams down to the bottom of that Marlboro number 1 machine. He's going to have to run. Hayden Williams to the top spot. Hayden Williams adds his name to the lap leaderboard. Mosley's going to try to get that outside lane to rally here. But right now it is an H&W 1, 2, and 3. Jason almost got caught in the middle. 30 laps to go in the biggest race in Inspired. Down the back straightaway. Still 2 by 2. Hernandez trying to split the middle. $29 laps to go this time. Right now, 3/4 of a tank of fuel for Hayden Williams. Let's talk to our Larry Mack one more time while they're under green. No, he's not in here. All right, never mind. We'll hold back on Robert Wilhoit. Right now, Hayden Williams doing a hell of a job holding the bottom lane. He's got his two teammates behind him. So right now, I mean, there's comfort there as here comes Jordan Herring on the outside. So Harry Mosley, Hayden Williams, David Winston, Aaron Stanton, your top 5. Ty Mosley back to the top spot. There he comes here and right back to the bottom. Well, you heard Ty Mosley. He said he's good. He can leave him around for the next 33 odd laps. So he's going to be one of the ones. He's going all out for it. Well, it's one thing to say it. It's one thing to do it. Because they are not going to let him win this easily. Here it comes. Well, I thought Herod had to run, but got a little bit loose off of 4. Kind of killed that momentum. It's going to allow Winston here to get to the bottom if he wants it. Or it could allow Aaron Stanton, the points leader, coming into tonight. Not going to be able to do it this time. Down the back straightaway. Mosley, Stanton, Winston, Holloman, Jordan Herring. 25 laps remain. Next time by. Folks, I'm going to try my best to remain as unbiased as possible. No promises. Bobby Holloman down to the bottom. He's going to try to pull that third lane, or that bottom lane, my mistake. Gus Hernandez, you know how fast that 77 is. Ethan Sikorsky and Stanton both. Come on, Ty. Don't let them jump you now. Getting pushed big time by Stanton. Here comes Bobby Holloman. Mosley leads it again at the line. Lap leaderboard updated again. Holy cow. Alright, I apologize. I didn't know it was going to get that big. Biggest movers so far. Aaron Stanton up 25. Daniel Lehman up 24. Jason Williams up 24. Hayden up 23. Jackson Hadaway up 23. Best lap still belongs to Hayden Williams. To go. Don't let them get the run on you this time. Scarnes returns to the racetrack, still crab walking. Suspension still off. That whole rear end housing shifted. Bottom lane trying to get Muster back. Come on, Ty. Hold it, baby. Going to have, you know, Stanton's going. He's going to attempt it. He is going to attempt it. So are Hernandez. So is Sikorsky. Right now, them four have been from the back to the front a handful of times and have always remained, or has always gotten back to the front. 22 laps to go. Bottom lane just, I mean, I don't know if it's the 48 not being able to pull that bottom lane. Whatever the deal may be. But right now that bottom lane has practically lost all of its muster right now. 21 to go from the Inspire 250. 23 drivers still on the lead lap. 22 with a realistic shot as Paul Chavez off the pace still. Down the back straightaway. Cortez will call it a night. $20 to go. Because that bottom, they finally have that surge. Holloman side by side with Hernandez down in the back straightaway. Not able to get there yet. They lose it off corner exit. But it's to be expected as Joe White stuck in the middle. Hard being a team owner and a broadcaster when your car is leading the race. And you don't want to watch, but because you're the broadcaster, you got to watch. Right now, Mosley, Stanton, Hernandez, Sikorsky, Holloman, your top five. Herring, Jordan Herring, right now running in the fifth spot. Paul Chavez goes one lap down. When do you make the move? And really, for some, I mean, Ty Mosley said, hell, we can make it. We can make it. We're going for it. What about Stanton? Where do we stand here? Okay, Stanton in the same boat. Hernandez in the... Well, actually, Hernandez is probably good for a green-white checker. Sikorsky. Oh, 3 wide! Harry Sikorsky. All right, keep it straight. Keep it straight. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Keep her straight. Sikorsky stuck in the middle. They're trying to wreck. They don't want to, but they're trying to. Sikorsky's going to fall out of the top 10 all the way down to somewhere around the 15th or 16th position. Bottom lane cometh. 17 laps to go. Mosley down to the bottom, back up in front of Stanton. Block, come on, buddy. Block every lane you can. Don't let them get a run on you. Stanton with a push into turn number 3. $16 to go this time by. Every time that bottom lane gets a run, it stalls out off the corner exit. It really allows us Jordan Herring in the wall again. Look at that 72. May have a tire going down or something's off with that 72 machine right now. But right now, Fernandez and Herring, if Stanton wanted to, here comes the run again. I don't think, well, they're going to try to bottom at some point. They're going to have to try it. But right now, 15 to go next time by. I don't think you're going to want to. Oh, heard that. Hayden Williams. Hayden Wood, the big one again. Jason Williams involved. Ethan Sikorsky, Joe White, Pacey Widget rolling through the grass. The big one, part 3, has happened. Jeffrey Pepper's involved. Jason Williams high-sided. Jeffrey Peppers. We're going to watch this here. Lord have mercy. Alright. Well, I saw Hayden get turned sideways. And Hayden Williams hopes that Inspire 250 is gone. See what happened. Ooh, damn. Dan Canert gets a piece of this. Alright, let's look at it from the blimp cam. It's going to be a whole lot easier. Looks like the 1 comes up, 42 comes down. Peyton Boyle gets a piece of this. Hayden Williams almost up and over. But for H&W, I mean, I don't know where Jackson's at. Where is Jackson? He's at the front. P5, hell yeah. And right now, the way it looks, he will be the last remaining survivor for H&W Motorsports as Hayden Williams goes for a wild ride. Right on board with Jeffrey Peppers. He's just trying to get it slowed up, slow up, slow up, slow up, slow up, slow up. Ooh, a little bit of contact. He already came to a stop. He said, I'll just help Jason out. Right on board with Ethan Sikorsky. Right here, looks like 4-2 comes down right as Hayden comes up. Ben Canard, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Copy, buddy.
Yes, sir. How's it going?
It's going pretty good up. Well, my nerves are through the roof right now, but that's besides the point. Walk us through from what you saw. First off, how bad is the car? A little bit of cosmetic damage from what we saw on the replay. Is it still good enough to go out there and compete for the Inspire 250 win?
Nah, we're good. Crew got some sledgehammers out, and we fixed the hood, so we're good.
Well, buddy, as for tonight, probably going to be starting here a little ways in the back.
Yeah,
what is it? What will it take to get to the front? Is it every man for himself at this point, take every run you can get, or is there still a little bit of negotiating here to try to get to the front?
I mean, at the moment, I'm not really looking to compete for like the win. I just want to kind of stay consistent, stay mid-pack. I don't want to risk too much here.
Well, last question before I let you head down. Did the boss man, old Ben Milton, give you any pep talk before this race started at night?
No, not really. He just said, on your way. And I'm doing that right now.
Well, buddy,
So.
best of luck tonight, because no, I ain't supposed to say this on the broadcast, but I wouldn't mind having an inspired 250 champion on my team on Fridays. So
Yeah.
best of luck tonight, buddy. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Yeah, maybe I'll see you.
Yes, sir. For 0 Delta, James McConnell's night is done. Ben Kennert, the last remaining soldier for 0 Delta tonight. Right now, Ty Mosley is first. Aaron Stanton, Jordan Herring, Thomas Hernandez, Jackson Hadaway, the last sole runner for H&W in the 5th spot. Bobby Holloman, 6. Weston, Lehman, Farmer, and Ramsey, your top 10. Don't touch that dial. You're not going to want to miss this. The field into the restart zone. Rolling again from Daytona. 72 spun to start. A little bit of contact. That is exactly what Ty wanted to see. Thomas Hernandez to the bottom. No help. Well, here comes help for Ty, but Hernandez to the top spot with 12 laps to go. Mosley is steadily down to the bottom. No help. Hey, kind of stuck in no man's land. Kind of stuck in no man's land. Come on, buddy. Here comes Hernandez, Aaron Stanton, the points leader. Up to second, Mosley rallies the bottom. Comes Mosley right back to the bottom again. 3 wide, further back, Clayton Davis stuck in the middle. Hernandez holding the outside lane, which has been the dominant lane the majority of the night. Stanton right behind him. Jackson Hadaway. Bobby Holloman has showed up late in the running here, has been in the top 5 for the last 20 some odd laps. Down the front straightaway, the final 10 laps. Right now, it is 11:15 on the East Coast. For those of you who normally tune in to the Channel 12 News, I hate to tell you the Inspire 250 are running a little bit past that, but the news can wait. Ty Mosley starting to fall back on the bottom lane. This is Hernandez to lose. Goes Bobby Holloman down to the bottom. Going to be what this bottom lane needs. 9 laps to go this time for Hernandez. Caution is out. You have got to be kidding me. For what? How far am I wanting to go back here? Hayden Williams? Nah. Okay, let's see if we can find it. I only said for what because having a little bit of an issue finding it. Aaron Stanton, hold up. No, it's not Aaron Stanton. Oh, Jackson and Aaron come together. This is, hold on, this is not the caution. This is live. That is not the caution. What in the world? Hold up. We'll find the yellow in a minute. What in the name of Mike? This is catching up to the pace car. Aaron slows up. Jackson does not see it. Oh. And that will end Aaron Stanton's. What? There is times that I am speechless and I am I don't know what to say. Okay, one thing at a time. Let's try to find out the reason for the caution here. Okay, I really don't see nothing. Okay, it's really showing how bad of a broadcaster I am if I cannot find the caution. It may be a miscue. Can't find it. Coming through the headset, debris in turn 3 is the cause of the caution. For Aaron Stanton, he's pissed. That's all that has to be said. He is mad right now. Aaron Stanton, I don't know what to say right now.
A bunch of buffoons.
Do I even need to ask what happened? First off, do I even need to interview you right now? I sense you're a little frustrated. All right. I'll let you go. We'll talk later. Shades of 2002. Caution was out for the 19. Hold up. Wait a minute. Where is Crispy Lou? I ain't gonna try to find. I don't think I have the footage of it. We're gonna chalk it up to a piece of debris off the back of the 19 car. We'll just have to stick with that. All right, Ty. For Thomas Hernandez. After what was a strong showing last season, unfortunately missed a couple races that costed him a shot at the playoffs. Coming back tonight with Bump and Run Racing. And right now, with the opportunity to win the biggest race of his life. In the 77, Tiz outside, Jackson Hadaway. Then Bobby Holloman, my boy Ty Mosley. For third lane racing. Up to the 4th spot. Derek Winston fifth, Jordan Harry 6th, Levi Ramsey. Daniel Lehman, Ty Stone, a former Daytona winner in his own right. Travis Farmer, the Platinum Truck Series champion in 10th. Again, do not touch that dial. Matter of fact, throw the TV remote in the popcorn bucket and throw it all in the trash. Because these final few laps, you do not want to miss. I guarantee it. Tell you one thing. I'm just a broadcaster. And my blood pressure is through the roof. I can't imagine what it's like for the top 5 right now. Alright. This is it. The best Inspired has for the Inspired 250. Anybody can win it. 6 to go. Not a good restart. Horrendous, actually. Jackson and Thomas sitting ducks whenever they get reset. Ty Mosley's going to stay that outside lane. Hernandez not clear yet. Outside lane is going to get formed up before the before the bottom does. Down the back straightaway. Hernandez out of line. Comes back up and saves it. Jackson had away. Here comes Mosley to the bottom. With Jordan Herring with him. Five laps to go from Daytona. Don't let him to your outside. Follow him up the outside. I didn't necessarily say do it like that, but hell. Yeah, Disney Inspire 250. Do what you can. Travis Farmer on the bottom. Here comes the Platinum Series champion, Mike Hauser, back in the top 6. Where did he come from in all this? The drivers who have chosen to take it easy are the ones who are here at the front. That's 72. Don't let him under you, buddy. Here comes Farmer to the bottom. Travis Farmer to the top spot. 5 to go. Hernandez up to the top side. 4 to go. They won't ever make it back. Hernandez running the race of his life. Mosley down to the bottom again. Come on, buddy. A lot of jostling further in the field. Bottom lane has no momentum. Hernandez will lead him. Here comes Harry to the bottom. The rookie. Harry now blocking for his life. 3 to go. Right on board with Jordan Herring getting pushed by Mosley. Easy, Ty, easy. Let him push you, buddy. Let him push you. Hernandez pushing a 72. 72 down back in front of 29. 2 laps to go. Mosley to the outside. He jumped him. He forwarded for a second. However, Herring in the most dominant line. Contact with the 72. Oh, Hernandez contact. Wrecking in the back. There goes Herring. There goes Hernandez. Levi Ramsey's around. Wrecking bigger in the back. Oh, my God. They're a big-time wreck. Apostle Chavez, Jason Williams, Trent Green, Bobby Hadaway, Hot Shot Henderson involved, Chris Liotta. Well, that official looks like he got through it. Man. We're going to overtime. What are you willing to do to win the Inspire 250? Well, you saw it. This is the end of the race. This is aggressive. Let's look here. Goes up to the outside lane to get the run. Goes right back down to the bottom. Contact there. They just got off center. Really look at it. No, further back. Alright, don't work. Look at it here kind of in slow motion. Alright, so Farmer right there. That shot from Farmer puts the 29 into the 72 from there. From there, it's on. Well, my heart goes out to Jordan Herring. What a hell of a run tonight. Unfortunately, it will come up just 2 laps short. Right behind him, however. Oh my goodness. What happens back here, though? Well, no. There's more. I mean, we still got a whole bunch of stuff to go through. Elijah Fisher threading the needle. From here, that's just guys. I don't think they're expecting the 4 to be coming down the track like you was, and it kind of jump scared them. I ain't too sure. Let me be sure. All right. Man. Overtime finish. Now I'm out of beer. Oh boy. Try to get Travis Farmer. Travis Farmer.
Yes,
Garrett
sir.
Jenkins up here to broadcast booth, buddy. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, man.
Buddy. Interviewing you, cause I'm interviewing you, cause I don't want to make my boy in front of you nervous or nothing, but it's been a long night for the 13. You're in it now. What is it going to take to try to get the Inspire 250 tonight?
I have no idea, man. A lot of luck and some good pushing is what I need right now.
Well, buddy, I got to say, you got to really, you ain't got no help around you teammate-wise other than Elijah Fisher back there in 9th.
Yeah.
Is this kind of at the point now with a restart, every man for himself?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, buddy.
I'm hoping they can leapfrog up here. It's gonna be
I
good,
can't
man.
say, Travis, you know, any other time, I'd say hopefully we talk to you in this thing, and I hope we do. But I understand my hands are tied right now.
Oh, yeah, I got you. No big deal.
All right, buddy. Best of luck from here on out.
All right, I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. All right. Let me reiterate the overtime. No matter what happens, every one of these cars can wreck off of turn 2 with 2 to go. The caution will be out. From what I understand, they will be racing it back to the line. That is how I believe it goes. Pretty sure somebody in the comment section can back me up on that and see, but I am confident no matter what happens, they will be green to the end. That's how it's always been. Well, this will be the biggest 2 laps, 5 miles, that these drivers will ever run. The comeback kid, Ty Mosley, right now looking to hand 3rd lane racing, their first win and their first Inspire 250. Travis Farmer, the runner-up from Cup, to his outside. Bobby Holloman, Derek Weston, rookies. The Cup Series champion, Mike Hauser, in 5th. Jackson Hadaway looking for his first win. This is it, the final 5. We're rolling. Overtime. Ty Mosley with a great jump. What does Farmer do? The whole second round, they are way too far ahead. They are way too far out. Don't let them. Watch the outside, Ty. Watch the outside. Don't let them get there. Down the back straightaway. 48 jumps out of line. Mosley up to cover. Right now, Jackson pushing Farmer. Mosley down to the bottom again. They're going to see it. White flag. 1 to go from Daytona. Come on, Ty. 2.5. There's going to be a big run. Elijah Fisher has worked inside the top 5. Farmer to the outside. Stone and Fisher go with him. Don't let Jackson to your bottom. Don't let him wreck you. Travis Farmer. Jackson out of the way, goes wide. Farmer to the front. Off of turn 4 for the final time. Travis Farmer is going to win the Inspired 250. Tyler Stone, Elijah Fisher, Mike Hauser, Bobby or Jackson Attaway to top 5. Damn it. Travis Farmer has won the 3rd running of the Inspire 250. Then Mad Falcon, 1, 2, 3. 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Carter Schwab, Ty Mosley. A hell of a job, my boy. You did everything you could. Did everything you could. Jordan Herring, Ben Knert, Thomas Hernandez, the top 5. Come on, Travis, burn it down. Give us something to see. Well, he said he hoped that he'd come out of it.
Garrett, how about that finish, bro?
Yeah, it was something.
How about that finish? Where the heck did Travis come from?
I knew where he came from. Travis Farmer to victory lane in the Inspire 250. Mike Hauser will finish this one. He'll have to wait another year for another chance to win it. And there goes the motor. Damn it, Travis.
Yeah.
Walk us through
That
it.
was good.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a hell of a finish. Walk us through it for the overtime. Were you worried that you and Ty got out there a little bit too far ahead?
A little bit, but I was gonna push him to the end. If I hadn't got shoved out when I did, I probably wouldn't have won the race. That was awesome.
Well, buddy, you're an Inspired 250 winner. How's it feel? Has it set in yet?
Oh man, no, it ain't set in yet, but it's getting ready to.
Walk us through it.
Yeah.
And we really did not. You will again. Well, hold on. Before I say it, let me fact check this now. Okay, Travis Farmer. Okay, for the second straight Inspired 250, it will be one with a driver only leading the last lap. Of course, Hot Shot Henderson last year led on the final. Actually led off of turn 4, so like quarter mile left. You tonight, you'll only lead the final mile. Maybe.
Oh, it's worth it.
Maybe a mile and a half, but take us to the night. Awesome. Did not see you a lot of the night. Didn't hear a lot out of you all night. I'm sure you saw your fair share of big ones and wrecks in front of you, how much did it turn into a survival game from there on out? Cause it looked pretty calm up until the final half, and then the cautions finally started to catch up. But how much of it was a survival race?
Oh, about all of it. We just tried to stay in the back and stay out of all the trouble, and hopefully finish clean at the end, still be there. But man, that was awesome race, dude. I cannot believe it.
Well, buddy, after unfortunately, and I know you've said in times past, that it really didn't affect you all that much. But to come home second in the Cup Series championship last year, to come to the Platinum Series, win that championship, but is this kind of the launch pad that Travis Farmer is going to need to try to catch the championship from last year?
I'm hoping, man. I'll do good again, especially on the new team. I want to do good for the team.
Well, buddy.
Man, that was awesome.
It's sitting in now. It's sitting in now.
Yeah.
Travis Farmer.
Dang.
Travis.
All I gotta say, Travis, is hell of a job, brother.
Thank you, man. That was awesome. If it wasn't for my teammates, though, it'd have never happened. I gotta thank my teammates.
Oh yeah, it is. I told you earlier in the team chat, get that negativity out of here. Now you know why.
Yeah, man, that was awesome, dude.
Travis Farmer, last question I got before I let you head out of here. Anybody want to thank friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to thank you for the awesome job you do putting on a broadcast. Very entertaining. I love it. And all my teammates, they're all awesome. I'm glad to be on that team. I'm proud. And I'd like to thank my parents.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job tonight.
Heck yeah.
Travis Farmer will walk out of here tonight saying that he is an Inspire 250 champion. Appreciate your time, buddy. Hell of a job. We'll see you next week at Five Flags. Enjoy.
All right, buddy.
Enjoy the champagne.
I will. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. The Truax 250 winner from earlier this year in another league will come home second tonight in one of the biggest crown jewel races there is. Tyler Stone, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Garrett?
Well, buddy, I'm doing well. I'm happy for y'all, but I am a bit gutted, obviously. But well,
sure.
Yeah. I'll take a seventh. I'll take a seventh in the court. I can go to Five Flags next week. So take us through
go for it.
Take us through it. Hold on. Before we get going here, let me read you some facts here. Lap 31, or somewhere around lap 14 or so, we're down in 31st. We go all the way as low as 26th. We go all the way back up to 12th. Then we kind of right in the back. And then I think we got involved in a couple cautions here and there. How, excuse my language, but how in the hell were you able to rally back to a second place run?
I've done a lot of these plate races, man, and you just can't give up. I mean, we had a ton of issues with our team early on. I think Mad got damaged early on, and then Travis had damage and was fixing like 4 minutes of stuff, and I got a little bit, and all of my stuff was just trying to miss everybody else's, but you get this many cars out here, that can get hard to do. So we just stayed with it. We stuck to our plan, tried to ride the back and not get in the way, and then, when opportunity presented itself, we decided it's time to go forward. And then before the race, we kind of talked a little bit and said, look, we're not going to take the win away from our teammate, but if the opportunity presents itself to not cost us a win, we'll race each other. But looking at it back, we might have could have done that, but when you're going that fast coming to the checkered, I didn't know if I was clear or not, to be honest. So just stayed with it and made sure we got Mad Falcon to the line first, and we went 1, 2, 3, man. It was awesome.
Well, buddy, I got to say, after what was a strong, after what was a strong season 2 campaign that unfortunately had to miss some races that ultimately cost you a shot to contend for a championship last season, I'm going to ask you the same question I just asked your teammate and the 250 champion, Travis Farmer. Will this be the launching pad that we see Tyler Stone try to contend for a championship this season?
That is the goal. Unfortunately, I've got to take the provisional next week.
Come on, Ty.
I know, man. But, and I think there's one more I got to miss this summer. But, we're going to try to stay in contention for playoff, and then, or I don't remember how we're doing. I think we're doing a chase this year. But
we are.
Stay in contention for that, and then be there for the playoffs. And I hope so. We had some good runs last year. And there were some other finishes where we were 25th or 20th or whatever, and we shouldn't have been because I made stupid mistakes either coming to pit road or speeding. So the goal this year is take care of those, clean everything up, and just be there at these finishes. And man, we're gonna compete.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job tonight. Last question I got before I let you head out of here. Anybody want to thank friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
I want to thank you and the Racing Network for all y'all do for Inspired. I want to thank you for giving me the start in this league and taking a chance. And glad to be with this team I am now. But, man, this is going to be a great season. I'm thankful for being here and having the opportunity to compete and for the opportunity to become a better driver. And this is going to be a heck of a lot of fun this year. That's the goal. Have fun.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job tonight. Tyler Stone comes home second in the Inspire 250. He'll turn his attention next week to 5 flat, or you'll turn your attention to Talladega on Friday, but we'll see you Monday after next is what I'm trying to get at.
We'll look forward to it.
Yes, sir, buddy. Hell of a job tonight. Well, I think this joker right here, I think this will be the one time he'll take a third place any day. Elijah Fisher, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead. Take a swig of champagne. I know you want to. You can drink on the broadcast.
I might just do that.
Hell yeah. Walk us through it. I'll be damned. Like, honestly, you played about the best way that you could. Literally did not even peek your head in the top 25 for over half of the race. And then slowly, as drivers kept knocking themselves out, you slowly came to the front. I will ask you, either what more was needed at the end there, or is this practically the best way to sum it up?
Oh, dude, I mean, you're giving all the secrets away. We just let everyone pinball themselves out.
Yeah, well.
Oh. Yeah, this team was, Mad Falcon Motorsports. We were absolutely committed all race to just taking care of the car, waiting our turn, and just being so much more patient. And I'm not saying the whole field was doing it, but some guys were playing checkers and we were trying to play chess out there. And I got nervous there because towards the end of the race, it almost seemed like we were gridlocked in the position. And the seas parted, and me and Ty Stone, I mean, that guy's got such an incredible brain with these plate races. Me and him just thought of it right in the instant. Same time, we're like, move up, go get Travis, and just got him to victory lane. That was awesome. We didn't need anything else at the end. I'll take P3 as long as it's 2 teammates in front. So shout out to everybody at Mad Falcon Motorsports Camp. These guys are absolutely awesome. Love working with them.
Well, as for tonight, I'll ask you, at what point does it become nerve-wracking? Because I've known you for damn near going on 5 years. I know we feel old right now with me saying that, but I know the competitive edge from the McDonald days on the console. Um, when I first met you, you're always one. You knew when to play it smart, but there was always that edge of I've got to be up here for the lead, and I got to be contended for this all night. How nerve-wracking was it having to ride back there? How much of a patience game does a race like this boil down to?
I think that's a really good question. I mean, lap one, you're nervous. You're going in there, you don't know what to expect right away with the field, and there's a lot of people, I haven't raced with before here. So, right from the get-go, heart was kind of pounding, and that's natural for a start of a race. That's a good feeling, nervous, to go in. That means you care about everything, and you're ready to get the race underway. And so just testing things out, just trying to figure out how some pushes are going to go. Where's the car going to, get upset, with it being pretty hot. We were figuring out, okay, where to push in the corner, where not to, getting those extra advantages. And over the course of the race, I think for us, it was more comfortable to be in the back. What was nerve-wracking was watching everybody in front of us and having to just be prepared to get on the brakes. It's always an uncertain time when you got the smoke in front of you, cars are scattering everywhere. And so I think, honestly, towards the end of the race, we were inside the top 20. I think it was like 14, 15 to go before we got one of those cautions, and we were just riding at the back. And that, I think, was more of the calm point, to be honest. Just knowing, like, hey, we're one wreck in front ahead of us from being right in this thing. And as soon as it happened, I think the anxiety kicked on the final lap was, can we execute this move and get to Travis and push him around the 29? And I think that probably was the peak moment. And after that, we were screaming our heads off.
Well, buddy, I'm going to ask you these last two questions. You know one, but I'm going to ask you this one. I understand, again, we go back to the competitive edge. But which right now you've yet to experience both. That day is coming. But I'm going to ask you right now, as you sit here, which feels, I guess, more rewarding? Being the team owner with an Inspire 250 championship car, or winning the damn race from some of us' perspective. There's been a lot of heartbreak in the two runnings of this race. Which right now feels more rewarding?
To be honest, probably the team owner aspect. Even as a driver, being able to be a part of it, I think feels just as big. Like, it was like, yeah, I was part of the reason Travis got it done, and that's a teammate, and that is so much like there's a level to knowing that, like, your own personal accolades, working with your team the entire race was the reason I was even able to be in an opportunity to be P3, right? And so, I think as a team owner, it's so much more rewarding to see one of our cars be able to get it done and know that, everybody was doing their part to help the whole team out and get one of us into victory lane. And, I'm sure, later on down the road, if we've been doing this for a while, I don't want to be Kyle Busch going in there with without any in 20 seasons, but just getting P3 is really all I need. And I even talked about it earlier in the race. Daytona doesn't define the season. It's what's coming in these future weeks. And so to me, a win or not, it is what it is, man. And we will be content as a team organization.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job tonight. Last question I got before I let you head out of here. Anybody want to thank friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Well, I got to thank you for putting on the broadcast. Got to thank the man upstairs, of course. Thank God for being a good blessing in everybody's lives. Thank you, Mom, for watching, family, all you guys, fans, everybody. Just appreciate everyone who helps make Inspired happen. And yeah, just awesome job from this team, dude. I'm still pumped up about it. I told Travis I was yelling there at the end like I won the dang thing. So.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job tonight. We look forward to seeing you next week in Five Flags.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Ty Mosley.
Oh, yeah?
Hell of a job, buddy. Hell of a job tonight.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, and of course, this ain't going to be the stereotypical interview. I'll tell you, being in this position before, I've been there. I'd be flat out honest with you, weren't nothing you could do at the end. Not without wrecking it, but
You know,
a hell of a job tonight. Walk us through the night for the comeback kid. You'll walk out if you're leading 25 laps, a quarter of the race, as low as 30 at that one point. Came all the way back up with a shot at the end. Walk us through the night.
man, thought I almost had a little downbeat. This is the first time I think I've ever almost cried, because as soon as I get out, the session and stuff, I see the DMs and I hear about those stuff. There's a lot of people wanting me to win it, and honestly, I'm really surprised. I was expecting this year to kind of just go in and not be well liked, and I probably still am not. But
Why I picked you, buddy? We here to win.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. But it was cool to hear from like Pacey, Shane DM'd me. Obviously, you DM'd me. A couple other people. There's one guy actually in the freaking race chat that actually was rooting for me. That's a first. It was, I was planning to ride around, and then I got those 5 laps sled kind of just plopped in my lap after Chris and Steven almost, that was right in front of me, bro. That was scary.
I imagine it was.
Had a little bit of brown stain after that one. And then,
It's all right. I'll watch it for you.
Yeah, it was close. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Chris hit my door. I just got low enough to where I didn't get loose or anything. And then after that, I kept staying out. Had a couple big saves after I bounced off the wall going into one. It was getting tight up there the closer you got to that wall. And it happened to Aaron later on. And then we got cycled back to a lap down. I thought I was kind of screwed there. That's when we were at 30th, because I didn't pit up until I had to. So I was pit when it was empty on lap 41 or something, so we thought we were cooked there, and then we happened to catch a lucky caution, get the wave around, get back up, and then the cautions fell in the right way to where I was good to the end on fuel. I saved. I didn't have to pit like a couple other people did, and was just at the front at the right time to lead quite a bit of the chunk of the remainder of that race. And leading to the white, I had it in the back of my head, I'm like, I'm just going to have to block my heart out and race my heart out to get anything out of this one, and I tried my best. I got filed out. I should have stayed. If I would have stayed low, I might have gotten the push from Jackson and maybe had a shot at top 3, but I was trying to side draft Travis, and I thought he might follow me, and he went to the bottom, so then I got split 3 wide. And
It's Daytona.
Daytona, and honestly, I just feel really bad for you and all the people who are behind my back. I really wanted to get it done for you guys, and I just couldn't do it.
Don't feel bad for me, buddy. You did exactly what I wanted you to. I told you a long time ago. The only thing that I ever ask out of Daytona and Talladega or any race, I just want a shot to win it. I quit saying, believe me, buddy. 2 months ago, I felt just like you did when I missed out on the PGR 500. Well, the duels to get in. Trust me, I know exactly how you feel, and all I ever say is I want a shot at it. That's all I want, is just to get a shot. You got the shot, and again, did every damn thing you could to get the job done tonight. Still proud of you. The car came home in one piece, so we'll take it to 5 flags. Don't make me go. Don't make me go back. No, just don't tell me.
Okay.
I'll meet you at the hauler.
The steering's kind of screwed up. I got coming across the line. Carter got loose and kind of just sandwiched me between him and the wall. But yeah, I feel really bad for the 72 on that one because I was going into the corner and Travis got a big shot from behind and he hit me right as I was going into the corner. So right as my rear end was a little skewed, and it just shot me up the track. And I was trying my best to get it down to the bottom, and I just tagged the 72 in the door, and yeah. I feel really bad that the spec map wasn't working on my paint scheme. I'll have to make sure that's ready for next week. But I think we're gonna switch to Monster for the primary. It was
Yeah, seems like it's doing pretty good.
clean-looking car and a fast car. Man, I'm just kind of.
I know.
Bleh.
Well, buddy, last question I got before I let you head out of here. Anybody want to thank friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
I never cried. This is impressive. Obviously, I want to.
You go back and look at this broadcast to see how much of a nervous wreck I was.
Yeah, I can hear it. I'm about to tear up right here, but I want to thank all the competitors that come out here to get a strong 40-car field for Daytona. That was awesome. Hopefully we can carry those numbers through the season. And, man, I want to thank all the people who go into putting on the league. Obviously, I want to thank, obviously Super Speedway, but I still use some tips. I want to thank Neville Oswald, Justin, Charles Wimbley, and Alex Penn for all the great things they've taught me. And I want to thank everybody that was rooting for me. Shane, I heard Pacey was. I heard some other people were. I want to thank the one guy in the chat. Sorry for the long interview, guys. I'm just trying to get it all out and thank everybody. And I, want to thank God for letting me be here, letting me have being fortunate enough to be able to do this as a hobby, be able to hop on here on the sim, race with the fellas every Monday. And I want to thank my parents, my mom, my dad, my friends, everything for, being with me, having fun during the day before I get to come here and race at nights. And my mom and my dad, obviously, for getting me the stuff so that I could do this and, let me try to make I wouldn't say career out of it, but try to leave a mark on something and do something good on here. And I want to thank you for broadcasting, and most of all you for being my team owner and taking the chance on me.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job tonight nonetheless. Go get you some rest. You earned it tonight. Ty Mosley will come home 7th from Daytona. He'll turn his attention next week to 5 Flags. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job tonight.
See ya.
Going down the list here. Well, the reigning Inspired Cup Series champion Mike Hauser will have had a hell of a night in his own right. Will come home 4th tonight. Walk us through the night, and then I guess I could say what more needed to be done, but I feel like part of you in the back of your mind is just glad that we finished this race.
Yeah, you're not wrong there, Garrett. I don't really know how many wrecks I was near, but it was too many for my liking. It was just hectic tonight, no matter what. There were a lot of lap cars, and a lot of people just, I don't even know. It was just like a scattered crapshoot at points. And it was just about survival. I really hate it for Josh too. He's having internet issues, and Pacey got taken out, so I didn't really have any allies there at the end. And I kind of got lined up behind Jackson, and I was giving him as many shoves as I could because he got left out to dry. And I was like, I can't leave Jackson, so I pushed him, and somehow we dodged that giant wreck there. And I was like, all right, we might have a shot at this. We're lining up 6th, and I lined up on the outside. Unfortunately, we just couldn't get the momentum going on the outside. I think Travis was leading it, but he had to he did what he had to do. He had to kind of duck to the inside and get a good run there. And I was trying to give the 75 as good of pushes as I could, but we couldn't get it going. So I feel bad I had to leave on him. And then the same thing with the 48. Just the pushes were not able to get us to the front, and it's the last lap, last corner. And I got one hell of a run off of 4, but I just couldn't really go anywhere with it. Elijah and Ty Stone had it all locked up there, and I couldn't really go anywhere with the run. But I'm just happy that we finished the race. Normally these super speedways don't go very well for me, so I will absolutely take a P4. It's going to be a great points day for us. And hell of a job to Falcon Motorsports and Travis there at the end. They did a really good job at forming up, and they locked her down. So.
Well, Mike, I'll ask you these last 2 questions. I know I know you probably got to go to work in the morning, and I'll ask you these last two questions here. But we talked last season before we knew how last season was going to end, and you felt like you came along better as a driver, and then obviously it'd be a multi-win season and a championship on top of it. Since then, you have joined a lot of leagues throughout the off season and even before the off season. Not naming them, but you've joined some very competitive leagues along with this one. All that coming from the different varieties of vehicles that are ran. First, it's kind of a two-part question, but the first one, can you take anything, even though you run 3 completely different cars, 3 different nights a week, can you take any similarities out of them 3 cars and put them towards this championship defense? The second part to go along with that, being that the other 2 cars you run, you have ran in here, and if I'm not mistaken, Xfinity is still to come for the Thunder Series. And then, obviously, the other league with the trucks, you will have Platinum coming up here pretty soon in a couple weeks. Can you take anything from these 3 leagues, apply them to the Cup as you go to defend your championship this year, while intact trying to gain ground on the Thunder Series and try and go win the Platinum Series later this year?
Absolutely, yeah. Like I said, they're all different vehicles. They're all different, cars, and they are going to drive differently. But I think just having that seat time and honestly understanding how the guys around you drive is going to help. I'd say it's more so the people you're in the league with, but I think having seat time period will help, and it's just going to help with confidence. Like I said, I was telling you, we had a lot of confidence these last couple weeks running like the Platinum or running Thunder Series with the trucks, and we got that win on Saturday at Richmond, which was a huge confidence booster for me. And just like you said, these other leagues I run, it's been helping so much. And I mean, I felt confident coming into tonight, and there were some points where it was really sketchy, and I wasn't sure where it was gonna, how it was gonna shake out, but we still came home P4, and I know it wasn't a win, but I'd say any top 5, without coming home in multiple pieces at Daytona is a win. So,
Yeah.
it's a great start to the season. I can't wait to, I mean, Daytona's the start of the season, but I can't wait for the season to really get going here these next couple weeks, just seeing where we stack up. I think we're going to be a big threat on these short tracks with the high horsepower package, and we've certainly gotten our intermediates tracks a lot better since the end of last season, and like you could have seen it last season. We were running up front a lot more at the intermediates, so I'm super excited for this opportunity with these guys on Pristine Performance with Josh and Justin and Pacey, and I absolutely can't wait to move on to next week and like I said, go at that title defense. I know we're 4th in points right now or wherever we lined up, but keep an eye out for that 43. We're going to be doing everything we can to stay up front the rest of the season here.
Well, buddy, hell of a job tonight. Last question I got before I let you head out of here. Anybody want to thank friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you for putting on the broadcast. I'm going to go watch it and hopefully not stay up too late tonight, but I got to go watch it. And thank you, Elijah, and all the admins for putting on the league. I really appreciate it. I want to thank my teammates at Pristine Performance Motorsports. Justin couldn't make it tonight, unfortunately, but we're going to have him back in the car next week. It didn't shake out very well for Pacey and Josh, but I still appreciate everything, us working together and doing everything we could. There's going to be some growing pains, but we're going to work it all out, and we're going to be a force to be reckoned with this season. So, and I just want to thank everybody else, and huge shout out to Mad Falcon Motorsports and Travis for getting the win tonight.
Well, Mike Hauser, a hell of a job tonight. As you look to start your title defense from here on out, The reigning Cup champion comes home fourth in the Inspire 250. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job tonight.
Thank you, buddy. Have a good one.
You too, boss. Well, Carter Swab will come home the highest running rookie of the night in the 6th spot. But, buddy, that ain't the whole story. It was an up and down night for the driver of the 63. Walk us to the night from your perspective.
Well, I don't really know. There was a lot going on. I almost went a lap down around lap 20 something because I got brake checked going into turn 1. Luckily, I got a caution that saved me. Then there was a wreck on the front stretch that completely messed up my right front. So I don't know how I got. And then I got the damage repaired. I just kind of hung around the back, dodged everything. Thought I was gonna get ARCA brake the one wreck going to 3 because my brake just locked up, and the car slid. But overall, I can't be too mad. Feel bad for my teammate, Levi. Made it to lap 99 just to get killed by that wreck.
But, buddy, you bring him up, and I will say, obviously, I don't think New Smyrna went all that well. I don't think for you, I can't remember that far back, but rough night in New Smyrna for both you and Levi. But both of you have definitely shown the cars have speed. Is this kind of a thing where we can expect the two of you, I wouldn't so much say be a dark horse, but definitely a team that could slide under the radar as the season goes forward? Where is the expectations for you and Levi going forward?
I think we have fairly high expectations. As long as my internet acts like it does tonight and not like it did at New Smyrna, we should be fine. But I think as we continue to build confidence, I think we'll definitely work together better as teammates, and just overall get better finishes.
Buddy, a hell of a job tonight. I know I made you wait like 20 minutes or so. So I'll ask you these last two questions. These types of tracks with the aggression like they are that we saw tonight, well, I don't know. Maybe you can shed some light on this. I've asked every driver this. For me, it did not look like aggressive driving until the end. More or less guys just trying to, I wouldn't say I wouldn't say panic getting back in line, but small mistakes tonight unfortunately had big consequences for a lot of the field tonight. Is that kind of how you would evaluate tonight, really, as far as the driving goes? How will you look back on tonight, and what is your opinions of it?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times the wrecks are caused by cars. They weren't exactly stable, like the leading cars, they weren't exactly stable in the corner. And the car behind them would just give them a bad push, and it would spin the car around. And that's what caused most of the crashes from what I could see. I think people just need to check. I know there's not a lot of time to check up, but I think people need to be a little more vigilant. A lot of the cars in the back decided not to brake for a lot of those wrecks, which caused them to be even bigger. But yeah, overall, they weren't too aggressive until the end. It's just the small mistakes that happened that caused the big crashes.
Well, buddy, last question I got before I let you head out of here tonight. I know you're tired, probably ready to hit the hay yourself. Anybody want to thank friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
I want to thank my teammate for being here, because I don't think I would have been able to do it alone. It would have been pretty rough. So I do want to thank Levi. My team owner, Nicholas, I don't know if he might be in the league. I don't know. If he is, he didn't sign up, I don't think. But I also want to thank my dad, because, he always supports me in this iRacing stuff. If he was awake, he would have probably been watching. But, he's asleep right now. He's got work in the morning. But, yeah, overall, just a good night, and I want to thank everyone that supports me.
All right, buddy. At the end of the night, Carter Swab will come home tonight the highest finishing rookie in the Inspired Cup Series with a 6th place run. He'll turn his attention next week to 5 flags. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job tonight.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, the Sole survivor of H&W Motorsports, Jackson Hadaway, will come home 7th. Well, actually come home 5th tonight. Buddy, take us to the night for your perspective. It was a long night.
Oh my gosh, it was something. Where do I even begin? Had the attention of just doing same old, riding in the back. Everybody was so spread out at the start, so I just scratched that idea. I was at the front most of the race. My team did pretty decent tonight until I got involved in some wrecks. Yeah, I think we were on the best strategy. We were able to make it on fuel with like 40 to go, so good race. Just could have done a couple other things better, but it's all right. We'll go to wherever we're at next week.
Well, I know the elephant in the room here. What in the name of might happened under the caution with Aaron Stanton? He was too mad. He was too mad. He was too mad to. I could tell he was. He was too mad to give me a reason. But walk us through what happened.
So we got a caution after like a 5-lap run. It was literally, I think, like right at the start finish line. So pace car like immediately comes out of pit road. Well, I didn't realize pace car had come out because Aaron was blocking the view of the pace car. So I was like, okay, we got to go back around again because pace car is gonna be around. So then Aaron just like slows down out of nowhere, and I see him move out the way so I don't like completely run into the back of him. But lo and behold, I did, and he freaking got destroyed. So he said on the radio, he said,
explicit.
You should have done that sooner. And I was like, what do you mean should have done that sooner? I was like, you should have done it sooner so I could have went to bed. I said, well, okay, just forget it.
Well, buddy, I won't keep you very long. You so you get back to fall asleep right now, and I think I am too. And I already got. I'm gonna have a long day in the office with corporate in the morning over the network going about 3 minutes over. But
man.
Last question I got before I let you head out of here. Anybody want to thank friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Thank you, Gare Bear, for the stream. Everybody that showed up, we had like 40 cars, large field. There probably won't be that much next week. But yeah, thanks to everybody to come out, and thank you for streaming. Thanks to my team. You got some work to do at the shop this week. Hopefully we get ready for I think New Smyrna.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job tonight. Appreciate your time. Jackson Hadaway will come home 5th tonight from the Inspire 250. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Final results for tonight come as followed. After a very aggressive, well, I keep saying that. I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on it. A very wild night in Daytona, but buddy, this race, it never ceased to disappoint. After 100 long laps, 250 miles, Travis Farmer, the winner tonight from the Inspire 250. Tyler Stone, Elijah Fisher, Mike Hauser, Jackson Hadaway, top 5, Carter Schwab, Ty Mosley, hell of a job, buddy. Jordan Herring, Ben Knert, Thomas Hernandez, a hell of a night for Hernandez in his own right. We'll have to settle for 10th. Bobby Holliman, Matt Sider, Ethan Sikorsky, Joseph Maddox, Derek Weston, my mistake, Jeffrey Peppers, Jason Williams, Daniel Lehman will come home in the 18th spot. On further down through the rest of the field, but we got a long way to go. Apostle Chavez will come home tonight, 19th. Cole Gusnell will come home 20th. Clayton Davis, after starting on pole Unfortunately, it will not correlate into a win tonight. He'll have to settle for 21st. Levi Ramsey, another great run with a finish that does not show it. Will come home 22nd. Pacey Widget, Bobby Hadaway. Hot Shot Henderson really did not get a chance to defend his Inspired 250 championship due to mechanical issues that plagued the 17 all night. He'll come home 25th. Trent Green. Crispy Lewis will come home 27th. Peyton Boyle will come home 28th. On down through the rest of the field. Yes, there's more. Tony Lane, Chris Lauda, Aaron Stanton, Joe C. White, Hayden Williams, Ty Wilson, Scott Corbett, John Manning, James McConnell, and honestly, the biggest heartbreak of them all, Stephen Henning Jr. after a dominant, inspired 250 last year, it will come up 83 laps short. 83 laps too soon. He will have to settle for 39th. Kay Cannon will have to settle for 30th or for 39th. Stephen Henning 38, Kay Cannon 39th. Robert Wilhoit, race control for tonight. Shout out to him. Sean Hamilton unfortunately was not able to make the start due to mechanical issues in the 61 team. He'll look to rebound next week at Five Flags, which is just up the road. 45 minutes or so, maybe an hour past Daytona or before it. With that being said, hell of a job tonight from everybody. Hell of a job. Hell of a job for Ty Mosley. Really, Mad Lad or Mad Falcon Motorsports 123. Very impressive tonight. Shout out to all the drivers who made the biggest field in Inspired Racing League history, and also thanks to everybody who has stayed up till damn near midnight. Longest broadcast ever of 3 hours and 7 minutes that I've done. I will see everybody in Florida again next week for Five Flags. Until then, take it easy. Have a good one. See you Saturday, actually, for Thunder. Then next week. Have a good night, everybody.